Hello, I'm Eloise and this is my channel, and for today's video we're talking all things brows. I've got some brand new brow products to show you guys. You guys always want me to do a dedicated brow tutorial, so I thought today's the day. I've got some new brow products, let's showcase them in today's video. I'm really excited to show you all of these products. They are seriously going to change the brow game. They're so revolutionary, so amazing, and I can't wait to show you 3 different types of brows. So today I'm showing you the Street Style Brow Collection by Decay. All of these have been gifted to me, so I'm very grateful for that. Thank you very much, Decay. Doesn't mean that these aren't all my own opinions, I just think they're absolutely incredible brow products, so I thought I'd show them to you. So first of all, we've got the Double Down Brow. So this is, if you're familiar with Decay brow products currently, very similar to, well, not very similar, but in replacement of the Decay brow box. Now the brow box had 2 brow powders in it with a wax. In fact, I'll show you one. So this was the brow box. So you had 2 brow powders and a wax, and I used to mix them together. So this was very bulky. And now we have something much slimmer and much more cool. So in this you get spoolie on one end and an angle brush on the other, which I think is great. And then you get 2 brow putties. They're not as dry as powders and they're not as wet as pomades. It's a really weird formula, but really good. So you can get a really natural filling of the brow, or you can get a really structured brow if you build it up. So that's the Double Down Brow. This is in fact waterproof and smudge proof. Next up we've got the Brow Blade. So this is a retractable pencil on one end, which is indeed waterproof, and then we've got an ink stain pen on the other side, which is super fine tip, and you can get really cool microbladed like brow strokes. Really amazing. They say that it's not waterproof, but I had loads of swatches of this on my hand the other day and I was really rubbing, and by the end of the day it was still on, so I believe that it's just super long wearing, which is great. Then we've got the Brow Endow, which is a primer on one end, which is very similar to the texture and the performance of Subversion. You know I love a fluffy brow, so this is a great product for me. So a primer on one end and then a coloured gel on the other. And the thing about this product is that the brush is super microfine, so you won't ever get any brow gel on your skin. You can get a really precise laydown of product. Of course, I will show you more in depth of all these products whilst I'm using them. And then we've got the Brow Finish, which is a clear brow gel with a really cool applicator at the end, and it is a waterproof brow gel. They say this is like the all-nighter setting spray for the brows, and I really believe that. I've been filming for about 2 hours now, so I've had this product in my brows for 2 hours and they're still really fluffy, which is why I love it. It is honestly fantastic, but you don't get that crunchy feeling like hairspray or anything like that. It's really super. It stays in place, but it's like a movable formula, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm going to show you 3 different brows today on how I like to use these products and how I generally do my eyebrows, because a lot of you ask how I do my brows all the time, and I send you over to like a makeup tutorial that has the brows featured in it. So I thought I'd just do a dedicated brow tutorial with some new products. So that is exactly what I'm going to do today. If you like this eye makeup that I have done, I have indeed filmed it, which is great news for you because next week it will be live. But I have used the Naked Cherry palette and I've got back talk on my lips, if you were just wondering. While I've got you here, make sure you give this video a huge thumbs up, subscribe and all that jazz. And if you're interested in seeing how these new Decay products perform and how I do my eyebrows, make sure you keep on watching. Okay, so hopefully my skin tone is not going to keep turning yellow and then 1 minute orange, because it keeps doing that whenever I'm zoomed in. I think first of all I'm going to show you the Brow Endow. This is one of my favourite products from the collection. So this is what the bad boy looks like. So you've got the primer on this side and then you've got the colour on this side. And let me just show you the size of the wand. It is minuscule. So when you're using the colour end, you're not going to get brow gel all over your skin, which sometimes you get when the brushes are much fatter, like the NYX ones, they're much fatter. And I tend to get this all over my skin. So it is very similar to Subversion. Subversion is a lash primer that I used to fluff my eyebrows up with. And now I actually have the brow version, which is this bad boy. So I just like to brush up at the front of the brow, and then as I get to the side, brush them outwards. So whatever way the brow already grows. So at the front they grow upwards, and at the side they obviously grow sideways. So that's where I'm going to brush them. And then all I like to do is just flatten them down with my finger so they stay exactly where I put them. I'm going to do the exact same on the other side. I hope that that is in focus. Basically with my camera I can't put it on autofocus, I have to put it on manual focus because otherwise you can hear the ticking. If anyone can help me, by the way, that would be great, because the ticking is really, really annoying. You know, when it zooms in and out and tries to obviously focus. So I have to have it on manual focus. So if I'm out of shot in a particular bit, I do apologise, but I really don't know how to fix it. So if any of you guys are camera techs, that would be great if you could help me, because I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, on to the colour side. So, and it's actually amazing how much this creates volume in your eyebrows. Volume and texture, I would say this one's best for. And this product is for one of those days where you literally have about 15 minutes to do your makeup and you can't be spending all that time on your eyebrows, which most of us do, because eyebrows can be really hard to do. So if you can see the difference between each brow, how amazing is that? So this one just looks so much fuller and more looked after, more loved, you know. I wish I hadn't fluffed that one up so then you could have seen the real difference, but the colour of Taupe Trap is perfect for me as well. It's definitely going to be my go-to. When it's a Monday, I've got work early and you know, you're still recovering from the weekend, you don't want to spend forever in your makeup in the morning. This is going to be my product because I love the way it makes my eyebrows look. I wish more people were into these types of brows, but it's all still very much about that Instagram brow, very sculpted, very big brows, but I just think a fluffy, soft, natural brow just looks so effortless. It frames the face, but it's not overpowering. I love that product. So that was Brow Endowed in the shade Taupe Trap. So I'm going to actually remove each of the products so that you can see what they really look like on their own. So give me 2 seconds and I'll be right back. So I have already had a little play with this. So this is Taupe Trap, so it's very nice and cool toned. If you watch a lot of my videos, then you will know that I've tested a lot of brow products from the drugstore and they always come out so warm toned, even though they say taupe. This is taupe, guys. This is cool toned for blonde hair. It looks great. So you get the 2 putties and then you get a brush, which I appreciate. It's got a spoolie on one end and then an angled brush on the other. In fact, I might use that today. I was going to use my Zoeva winged liner brush, but I think I'm going to use this little bad boy. So, and you also get a mirror in there as well, so you can do it on the train, you can do it on the go, whatever. So I'm just going to fluff my brows upwards and outwards, just so I can see what the shape is looking like, where the arch is, and what we're working with. I'm going to first of all take the light shade. Sometimes shades in pans can be deceiving, so I don't want to go straight in with the dark one. And also, if I didn't mention in the intro, if you can hear a lot of banging and a lot of like muttering voices the builders are in, and I thought I can't use them as an excuse anymore to not film, so I'm just doing it. It's not too bad today. Yesterday was absolutely awful, drilling like crazy. So I'm going to start by adding a line underneath my brow. I'm just filling in that tail and I'm extending it ever so slightly. It doesn't matter if I'm going to go messy because I'm going to carve it out afterwards anyway. But this is a very buildable formula, this putty, so you can get a real natural brow or build it up. Be like an Instagram brow if you're into that. I'm just filling in any sparse areas. I might just dip into that darker colour just towards the end of the brow just to fill in. Yeah, that works nicely. And you noticed I've hardly put anything at the front, so when I've got hardly anything left in on the brush, I'm just going to push it upwards. And then I'm going to use my brow finish, and it's got a really cool wand. I don't know if you can see that. So it's flat on the bottom and then arched on the top. So you pop the product on with the flat side and then you comb it through with the curved side. And then I always like to go in with a concealer just to clean up ever so slightly. I'm not going to use a ton of concealer, I'm literally just going to correct this area just here. So I'm taking my concealer on the back of my hand and I'm just gonna work it into the brush. I'm not gonna pick up some and then put it on the eyebrow because that would be too much. And I'm just gonna take off that excess. I don't want a crazy amount on here. Oh, I've gone orange again. Just fixing up that arch. Sort of like an eraser when you don't have too much product on your brush. Just makes it a bit cleaner, you know? So you can see there's not too much concealer on there, and then I just like to take my finger and just blend it in. Love that brow. That looks so natural, just a little bit on the Instagram side. So that is my brow compared to my non-brow. So if you're into that really sculpted out eyebrow, then Double Down is going to be the one for you. I'm actually just going to take this eyebrow off and then show you the brow blade. Okay, so next up we have the brow blade. So this is the one with the retractable pencil end, which is waterproof, and then you've got the ink stain. So it's called the brow blade because it's meant to mimic the look of microbladed brows. So yeah, this is again the shade Taupe Trap, and you get the microfine nib for the pencil side, and then for the ink stain side, you've got the fine point pen, and this is literally like a hair's width. It's great. So if you've watched me for a long time, you will know that a pencil is my preferred way of doing my eyebrows. So all I like to do is, I've been doing a really natural brow at the minute, and can I just tell you, when I say I'm being really light-handed, so this is super creamy, super pigmented. I love the formula of this. So I'm just underlining the very arch and the tail end, and then filling in just above it, extending my tail ever so slightly. And then I'm going to work on the top, tiny little short strokes to make it look really natural. And then, I like to mimic hairs. I'm just going straight down. And then I'll reiterate that when I go in with the pen, flicking up through the front of the brow. And that's all I like to do with the pencil. I'm going to switch over now and go in with the ink stain. So this can be a little bit tricky, so you've really got to take your time, and the practice makes perfect. And I just like to make tiny little hair strokes right at the front. I love the way that this pen looks, and then I'm just going to do a few on the top. Looks so good. Look at that brow compared to that brow. And I don't even have to carve that out because it's so precise. How bloody good does that look? So good, I love this product. And I'm just going to go through it with some brow finish just because I prefer them obviously a little bit fluffier than this. I've never found a brow gel, a clear brow gel, that makes my hairs actually really fluffy and stay there. And this is just so good. I can actually just use Subversion for my eyelashes now, not waste it on my brows. And yeah, no, I'm not even going to clean them up because we have had such a precise application with that brow blade that we really don't need to. So yeah, I am going to quickly film a eye tutorial which is going to be up next week, and so stay tuned for that. Oh my god, look at that tan on my finger. But yeah, I'm going to film an eye tutorial that you've all been craving, so stay tuned for that one, and I'm going to come back and show you the finished look and give you a little teaser, and then we can say our goodbyes. Let me know what you think your favourite products are going to be down in the description box down below, and what your favourite brow that I did today was. That'd be great, I'd love to hear your thoughts. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a huge thumbs up, subscribe and all that jazz. I'm Eloise, this is my channel, and I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.